Welcome back to A Closer Look. I'm Linda Fontaine. If you're just joining us, my guest today is Stella Robinette with HOPE, helping others, helping
our potential evolve.
Helping our potential evolve.
Yes.
But it is helping others.
It is helping
You're helping others.
Yes, we are.
Oh gosh, help
our potential evolve.
See, I got to say it over and over. Help our potential evolve. There, I got it. Okay, so tell us a little bit about HOPE.
Okay. HOPE is a nonprofit organization that works with youth 11 to 19 years of age. Our mission is connecting community resources to help youth achieve their goals for education, career, and services. So that kind of sums up everything that we do. But we're really trying to teach them how to be adults that is not living beyond their means, that are
Very
actually
important.
taking care of themselves.
Very important.
Yes.
Well, thanks for going over that again for people that might just be joining us. Now, we were talking, and you've got an event coming up.
We do, August 3rd. It's our back to school. We do it every year. It's a way for our youth to give back to the community. So we're trying to make it a little bigger this year because we add a new office where we can actually have it in our own parking lot.
Great.
So we're going to be giving away backpacks with the school supplies in it for kids that have a need. And if you don't, you can still come out and join in some of the fun. We're going to have the clinic there that the adults can take advantage of. We're going to have activities for the youth that's going to be there. We just want to make it a special event, and it's really HOPE is going to be the host, but we are trying to join in the whole community.
Now, do you need some supplies for this?
We do. We have a whole list of supplies that are normally that the K through 8 need. So we're only going to give backpacks out to those. Most high school students don't really need that kind of stuff. They usually just have computer work or whatever. So we're just doing K through 8. And we need all the school supplies such as composition books, pencils, pens, glue sticks, rulers, you know, all the normal things.
Crayons, everything.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we have a couple of drop-off places. They can drop off at our office at 618 Watauga Street, or they can drop off at Powell Valley Bank.
Okay.
And we'll start publishing out in the community other places as soon as they contact us back. But we're really trying to get people. Millennium Auto Service, you can drop off there.
Okay.
They have their box already setting up for you to drop supplies in.
I love that. So Millennium Auto Care, Powell Valley Bank,
Yes.
or at 618 Watauga at your
Yes.
office, at the HOPE office.
Yes.
Very good. And they can start dropping that off now because you need to get those
Absolutely.
backpacks get going.
Yes.
Because you need like 200 backpacks or something like that.
Well, we have 200 backpacks. We're going to service 400 kids. We
Okay.
have 200 backpacks. We need 200 more. But in the supplies, we need 400 of each of those to put in those backpacks.
But if somebody can just bring a pack of paper
Yes.
or a pack of pens,
Absolutely.
you know what, you can't, don't feel like you have to buy something for
Right.
200.
Exactly. Because with everybody purchasing, I think we'll have enough. We used to just, our goal was 200, and then we'd have 200, and then we'd have to turn kids away. Or like last year, one of our board members went back, that's when Kmart was open, ran down the street to get some supplies, and we had to put it in plastic bags. We don't want to do that again. So we're just going to plan for 400, and if we have any left over, it'll be saved for our Christmas homeless drive.
I love that. So if people have questions about the supplies, they can call 423-276-6541.
Correct.
Or go to HopeTriCities.com and find out more information there.
Yes.
Or go by your office, 618 Watauga. And,
Exactly.
And you said you're near First Broad Street?
Yes.
Okay, First Broad Street, so that's good to know. So the Back to School Bash happens on August 3rd. So
Yes.
you need all the supplies by then.
Yes. We'll start loading the backpacks on August the 2nd and getting them ready and setting up everything the day before. We need volunteers to help us with that because that's quite a bit. And then 10 o'clock the next morning, it'll be the kickoff. We'll be getting ready for school.
I love that. So I was asking you during the break about kids getting to the Hope office after school, and you said that you sometimes, a lot of them will get rides there, but
Yes.
often you have to pick them up. And I
Right.
said, well, maybe we should mention that because there's a lot of kids, I don't want them or the parents out there thinking, oh, that's a great program, but I can't get my kid there, so we can't do it.
Exactly.
You will find a way to get them there.
Yes, and we had a van donated to us to help us with transportation, and that was Rainbow Motors, and we're just grateful for that. So when we have an events and the kids don't have transportation, I'll go to DB, sit in the parking lot, and they'll come out, get in the van, and we'll take off.
Very good. And Rainbow Motors donated that?
Yes.
That was really
wonderful. I mean, it was a blessing to us.
Thank you, Rainbow Motors.
Yeah, absolutely.
So this is a program that's been in existence for 11 years, you said, and the things that you're teaching these kids are valuable. Valuable. One important thing that I've heard you mention a couple of times is helping children learn to live within their means. Because in this country, in today's world, it's like there's no limit to anything.
Exactly.
Get that credit card, get in debt. It's like, oh, that's the way. We're Americans, we're in debt. No, that's not how it should be. Even when we talk about our national debt, it's like we've just accepted it. That optimally, to make us the best people we can be, the best country we can be, is to live within our means. And that is an important lesson. I love that you're teaching that.
Yes, and one of the things about we do the 3 10s. 10% in a savings they do not touch. The other 10 is to their church or nonprofit, doesn't have to be us. The other 10 is saved for that rainy day. So when they're a kid, if they want the iPad, you save for it. You know, just don't ask your parents to buy it. As an adult, if you need a tire, you know, you'll be able to go to that savings and pull it out without charging it and end up paying more for it. Okay, so we're trying to teach them that and how to be responsible. I know that they're going to have some kind of credit. One credit card is all they need. But what we're trying to teach them, though, too, as well, that they don't think about their future is, if you save now at a young age, you'll be able to retire at a young age, so you're not still working.
There's nothing like compounding interest, and that's why I try to teach my kids very young. And when they were 18 for their birthdays, I got them all a Roth IRA, just put $100 in it, and I said, now, from now on, whenever you have a job, put money in it. Because even if you started saving at 40 years of age and started putting $10,000 in it a year, you will still never be able to make what you did by putting in $100 at 18 years of age.
Exactly.
Compounding interest is a beautiful thing, if you can do it when
Well, and
you're
I know
young.
one thing too. Some of our classes, the parents will bring them and they'll stay. So we've had a couple of parents, and that's where we got a partnership with Eastern 8. So a couple of our parents, they was like, okay, is it too late for me to become a homeowner? No, it's never too late. So now we have parents that's actually showing their kids how they're walking through it and learning how to be independent for themselves. And they are becoming homeowners, you know. So I think that's a good thing too, that the parents are actually learning from the program as well.
That is very important to help the generational. So sometimes it skips a generation or two because they never learn themselves. So for the kids to be able to go back and teach their parents and then pass that on to their own kids is very healthy.
This program is really based kind of off of my own life, really, because coming up, my daddy made me work for everything. Everything.
Good.
I was young and doing work that grown folks was doing, you know, because we had a farm and he had a store. And then also we teach them etiquette because Mama was really on that, you know. It was always a handle on somebody's name.
Please,
when you went out
thank
to
you.
eat, you know, you don't put your elbows on the table. So we also do those kind of things too.
Good.
You know, the little home ec stuff that schools don't teach anymore.
I remember home ec, and in today's society with everybody staring at their phones, what's ever happened to eye contact and communication?
Exactly.
Please and thank yous. I go to the store now and people ring things up. They don't even look at me sometimes, and you know, they're just chewing their gum and talking to their friends, and I'm like, I'm right here. Hi.
Well,
I'm buying stuff from your store. Can I get a hey, thank you?
I know. Yes. And so one thing that I like for them to do, like, especially when we go on trips, I may collect all their phones so they have to actually communicate with each other.
Oh, what a beautiful
And so
thing.
when we go on trips, they usually have a bonding experience. And so we're more like family than just an organization. When we welcome in a child, we always say, welcome to our Hope family, because we do become family, and they watch after each other too as well. And I love that.
I love that. I noticed one day at a restaurant, I was sitting there talking to my friend, and I looked around and I said, you know, this place is full and it's way too quiet in here. If you looked around, even little kids in their high chairs are playing on electronics just so that they can all eat in peace. I'm like, no, I want to hear chatter and talking and interaction. It's okay if you hear that baby, you know, crying a little bit, teach them how to behave. So
Exactly.
I love that you're doing that. Thank you, Stella.
Thank you.
So.
Yeah.
All right, let's go over this event one more time. August 3rd, Back to School Bash. So what we need are school supplies, and we
Yes.
need them to be dropped off at 618 Watauga Street, at the Hope office, or at
Powell Valley Bank on
Powell
Center
Valley
Street.
Bank. That's right.
And Millennium Auto.
Millennium Auto Care or Auto Collision. That'd be great.
Yes.
And anything, notebooks, folders, crayons, markers, glue sticks, paper, backpacks.
Yes, backpacks.
Just the regular school supplies that every kid needs.
Right.
And if you can just buy a pack of pens or, you know, a couple of glue sticks, packs of paper, thank you. Every little bit helps.
Exactly.
And this is to help our kids that could
Yes.
otherwise not afford this.
Right. Because I found out years ago too, when kids don't have certain supplies, each day after a certain day, each day that they don't have it, they have to get points taken away from their day. And I mean, they're great.
We don't
and
want
I
that to happen.
No.
We don't want that. Well,
No.
thank you, Stella. We have to get together again and talk because
Okay.
we have too much to say.
All right.
We'll see you next week with another edition of A Closer Look. Thanks for joining us.